Too. This is the number one podcast with Arika Government. Thank you so much for the feedback that we have been getting on today's podcast. I will be speaking about women. There are a lot of things that are happening out there, and it's so sad to see our sisters, being killed, being abused, being beaten, and enduring like all the pain that there is, or we as men are inflicting on them. So I want to discuss more about gender-based violence, where it comes from. We've seen in television, it says stop women abuse. By the way, I'm live in Ganyamazane Township, South Africa is where we at. If you're listening or hearing us from United States of America, Mozambique, Swaziland, Philippines, Island, everywhere that you'll be hearing this podcast. We are live here in South Africa. Thank you for your support, by the way. So here where I'm from, in my township, women are look different. The way we look at women is different. It starts when girls are young. In my township, you hear girls at the age of 13, at the age of 11, saying they wanna be disciplined. If they say they wanna be disciplined, usually mean they wanna get beaten. Imagine if you're a man and you do not know anything about such things, or you're not exposed to such, it can put pressure, and some girls go to an extent where they even dump a guy. They will tell you you're a good guy, you're not man enough if you don't lay hands. I don't know, I cannot tell why they think like that, why they act like that, but yep, it's true. Some or most of the young girls here, they pretty much encourage such behavior. At the same time, though, not all of them. They are good girls who have certain principles, who know what to do and what not to do, who respect themselves enough to say, if a man lay hands on me, I will report them. And they have done that, because it's like, at the end of the day, as much as there are women who will say, I want a man who will beat me, there are also men who are damaged, And what's crazy is that the damaged men tend to meet the good women, the damaged women tend to meet the good men. My wish is for them to both meet, the damaged men and the damaged women. Meaning the damaged are pretty much like referring to a person who will be thinking, or who will see violence as something that is good, as something that symbolizes love, So here it happens, it's normally, we see it often, people brag about it, they brag about being beaten, women will brag about being beaten by a man, and I really want to know why they do that, or why they'll go to that extent, but it is what it is, we're seeing it, we're expressing it, which is the saddest part. Most saddest part, who were good girls and they met a damaged man who abused them, a coward who laid hands on them. Some of our sisters are no more because of gender-based violence and because of the silence, that is happening. Like some boyfriend tend to feed the whole family. And that gives them power, to walk over the woman. Some will even pay the lobola. Now, if you pay the lobola, they will have that mentality that I owe this woman, or I own this woman. They will abuse her, and it's the saddest thing. If you are a real man, or you claim you are a real man, go to a ring and fight. That's what real men do. The government has said, go to a ring. That's what laying your hands on a woman cannot fight you back, that. That's why you're a coward. You're 14 years old, you're 15 years old, you're 16 years old, you're 25, 80. You are a coward if you lay your hands on a woman. I'm in a township. I said on my last podcast that a hood will leave you a mark. It's so sad, because as much as I'm saying, the man who laid a woman, who lay hands on a woman is a coward, it hits me too. I am too a coward, and I once have laid hands on a woman and she left. I once laid hands on her and she left. I applaud her even today, because it's rare. Lot of women, they act like it's norm, you know. And it's so sad because it's abnormal, it's abnormal here. And I feel like if we then tend to say no to that behavior in a young age or in earlier stages, we'll be able to then deal with it in a proper manner, But yeah, I laid my hands on a woman and she left. I regret it till this day. I'm in a township. Yeah, I can go on and say this was the reason. There's no reason. If you say I'm a coward by that act, I fully agree. Whatever name I will be called for that act, I take full responsibility of it. And I've worked my way up. I've understand that I am a human being. I will make mistake, and that was one of them. And I'm speaking to a young man right now. If you have just laid your hands on a woman and you regret it, I just want to say you are a man and you are a human. Before anything, you are a human being. So don't beat yourself up. Beat yourself. Learn from your mistakes. And go forward. At the end of the day, what is life without mistakes? We learn from mistakes, and guess what? When you acknowledge the fact that what you're doing is wrong or what you did is wrong, that's the first step of learning from your mistakes. And I believe like young girls, when you grow up, they used to teach them like, if you touch me here and here, I will report you to the police. How about we change it right now? Like sing the same song though to the young girl. Teach them like, if the men lay hands on me, I will report you to the police. If you lay your hands on me, I will report you to the police. Because it's that early. Imagine at the age of 13, 14, you are very exposed to being abused. And guess what? They won't stop. A man who lays a hands on you, he won't stop until he acknowledges the fact that what he is doing is wrong. And it takes a real man to do that. Most of the men who continue doing it, it's a process. They just won't stop. So if a woman and she keeps on doing it, and you keep on like inquire about it, when you listen to this podcast, it might be late. But since you're hearing my voice right now, no, it's not late. Pick up or write a restriction order until you start to see that the man has realized that he has done a mistake and he is willing to change. It's not about being willing, it's about changing, because he can be willing to change but not change, but it's a process. He needs to show you that he is willing to change. And every person makes mistakes, there are those who were pressured on it. There are those who, I don't know, I cannot speak on them. It is a mistake, and if they are sincerely showing you that yeah, they have done a mistake, please forgive them. As a woman, young, beautiful, as a woman, whatever race you are, I just want to speak to you directly to say, you are a rock. We love you so much. I apologize on my behalf and behalf those who have abused you, hurt you, those who are going to hurt you, and those who are hurting you right now. Apologize and say we are also hurting. We do not have like role model to look up to. We don't have people to say, okay, this is how things should be done, so really apologize. And we love you so much. You mean the world to us. Without you as a woman, we wouldn't be here. Our helpers, or us, you. So as a woman, stand up. You are beautiful without makeup, without all those things. You are beautiful. Your beauty comes from within. You do not have to have certain asset. If you have certain asset, there is a bonus. But you are beautiful as a woman. Just as you are. Just as God created you. So you are our rock. We love you so much. And I believe this podcast pretty much has changed the way you think, the way you see things as a woman. As I am the government on all social media platforms.